Hi, I'm Nick Caldwell, and today I'm going to be doing an analysis on Nike and their athletic footwear for EC 4100 forecasting and data analysis for the decision making. This data I'm using today is based on hypothetical data, so it is not actual data supplemented by Nike. It is just data that I've kind of worked the numbers with, as opposed to real data given by Nike. And this is my extra credit assignment for forecasting and data analysis decision making. So I will begin with the abstract. The abstract for today that I'm going to be studying is Nike manufactures athletic footwear as they do, and they claim that the mean life of their products will exceed 45 hours. So for those athletic shoes, they're assuming that you will get more than 45 hours out of their shoe. A random sample of 100 pairs of shoes leads to the following results in terms of useful life. The X bar, or mean, of these 100 pairs of shoes equals 47.5 hours, with a standard deviation of 8.6 hours. So this kind of begs the question, does this sample data provide evidence to conclude that the manufacturer's claim is correct, using an alpha level of 0.05 and using the 5-step hypothesis testing? So in step 1, we will formulate the null and alternative hypotheses. HO equals, which is the null hypothesis, equals mu, which equals 45 hours, as claimed by Nike. But the alternative hypothesis is what we're testing, whether or not Nike exceeds this limit, which is our alternative hypothesis of a mu level greater than 45 hours. This leads into step 2, determining the criterion for rejection or non-rejection of the null hypothesis. So an alpha level of 0.05 will be used, and the number of 100 pairs of shoes, and an alternative hypothesis of mu greater than 45 hours. So for rejection or non-rejection of the null, we will be using a z-distribution that's one tail and upper, because we're looking for something greater than 45 hours. And so if we find a z-score that is greater than z of 0.05 alpha level, which implies that if we find a z-score greater than 1.645, we will reject the null and accept the alternative. So this leads into step 3, calculating our actual test statistic. So we take the z-score formula, which is x bar, so 47.5 hours, minus mu, which is 45 hours, divided by the standard deviation of these shoes as found by our sample size, 8.6 hours, divided by the number of pairs of shoes square rooted, which is 100 hours. So when we calculate that, we get 2.5 divided by 0.86, which equals a z-score of 2.907, or 2.91 rounded. Keep in mind, if we said the z-score was greater than 1.645, which was a z-score of an alpha level of 95%, we would reject the null and accept the HA. So this leads into step 4, comparing the test statistic to the rejection region and making a judgment about the null and alternative hypothesis. So because the calculated z-score is more than 1.645, we cannot accept the null hypothesis, HO, which is 45 hours, equal to, and we cannot reject the alternative hypothesis, HA, which is greater than 45 hours, with at least 95% confidence, which is a fairly large level of confidence. This leads into step 5 of the hypothesis testing, in which we interpret the statistical decision in terms of the problem. So we are unable to conclude that Nike's claim is incorrect. We are able to be 95% sure that the mean life exceeds 45 hours based on the sample. So breaking down what this means into step 5, we're going to compute the observed p-value in the hypothesis test and interpret its value, and kind of draw the conclusion of what does this mean. So we're going to take the observed p-value, which, because we are using a one-tail upper test, we're taking 0.5 because we're taking half, 50% of the population to the right, subtracting it from using the z-table of 2.91, which is the z-score we found earlier in our test statistic, as seen here, 2.91. So we're taking this and we're plugging it into the formula, and we get the z-table score of 0.4982. So we take 0.5 minus 0.4982, which gives us 0.0018. Now we have to convert this to a percentage, so we just take 1 minus 0.0018, which equals 0.9982, or 99.82%. In our hypothesis testing, we have a type 1 error probability. So in other words, we have a 0.18% chance of being wrong and rejecting HO, which is 45 hours, and accepting HA, which is Nike's claim that their shoe life expectancy is greater than 45 hours. In other words, we are 99.82% confident, so very, very confident in rejecting the null and accepting the alternative hypothesis. So, in other words, we are 99.82% confident that the mean lifetime does exceed 45 hours for Nike. So, in other words, Nike is doing a great job with their shoes and they should keep it up based off of this hypothetical data. Thank you.